Hey, welcome to a beautiful, beautiful sunset here in Goodyear, where the Reds opened their spring training season, their Cactus League season, with a 4-2 loss to the Guardians. And here in just a couple, I will take you to the what's I guess is the clubhouse, and Goodyear. Hello, welcome to Riverfront Territory. I am C. Trent Rosecrans, longtime Reds beat writer for now with The Athletic. This is a Cincinnati Reds show on the Foul Territory Network. My co-host, Danny Graves, is off being a hockey dad, which is really what he's very, very good at. And so that's kind of good to see, really important stuff. And it is, so I'm glad for that. Danny will be back next week. So what we did today is baseball. Actual baseball being played, baseball on the field. And for the Reds, it wasn't just no names out there. I mean, there will always be some names, say Eugenio Suarez, Will Benson, Sal Stewart all played in the field. Tyler Stevenson was your leadoff man because to get him at bats and then out. He caught 4 innings. He caught the first 2 pitchers, Chase Burns and Rhett Lauder. And then Will Banfield came in for Julian Aguiar, who was the third. And all 3 of those guys threw 2 innings. All looked pretty darn good, actually. And it was a big day for both Lauder and Aguiar because they both missed all of the 2025 season. And they're 3 of several guys. I'd say there's probably 5 competing for that 5th spot in the rotation. The Reds have already Hunter Green, who will probably start opening day again. That hasn't been announced, but it will. Nick Lodolo, Andrew Abbott, both lefties, and then Brady Singer. And then for the 5th starter, you have Chase Burns, Rhett Lauder, Julian Aguiar, who pitched today, Brandon Williamson, who, like Aguiar, missed all of 2025, rehabbing from Tommy John surgery. Also, Chase Petty. Don't forget about Chase Petty, man. This kid's got great stuff. He's still super young and has had a taste of the big leagues. And, when some years he would still be a Friday starter in college right now. He is 23, a little older, so maybe that's a stretch. But if he was a college guy, he might be getting really close. So anyway, it'll be interesting to see who gets that. Today, Burns went first, 2 innings, no hits, 3 walks, which, wasn't great, and 2 strikeouts, including one of Jose Ramirez, which, pretty good. Jose Ramirez is probably one of the absolute best hitters in baseball, and was good to see. Rhett Lauder, like Chase Burns, struck out Jose Ramirez. He went 2 innings. He gave up a run on a hit. Was it 2 hits? Yeah, it was back-to-back doubles. Or was that with Aguiar? Anyway, he gave up 1. Yeah, and the back-to-back doubles, because the second one was to left field, and I was back watching things and saw it kind of go past right or left fielder. That would have been that would have been Aguiar's, because I think in left field to start the game was Will Benson, who hit a home run, as he does against the Guardians. Jeez, you would think I'd get that by now. And there was that. Aguiar gave up that run. But Lauder and Aguiar both gave up a run. Lauder struck out 4 in his 2 innings and had a walk. Aguiar struck out 2 with a walk. Got some ABS in, all of it. So, Will Benson hit that home run, as I mentioned. He was he's a former Guardian, and last year he had 4 homers in 5 games against his old team and won the coveted Ohio Cup Most Outstanding Player Award, better known in long baseball lore as the mop. What a tradition. It's tough to decide whether the Ohio Cup or the Ohio Cup mop is really the higher honor. I'm a team guy, so I'm going to go the Iowa Cup, Stanley Cup, Super Bowl trophy, mop, and then World Series trophy, because we all know that's just a hunk of metal. Not the mop, though. The mop is, revered, and really going to be part of Will Benson's Hall of Fame case one day. The Guardians, so it was 2-2 after Aguiar left. Guardians had 2 runs in the 7th off NRI right-hander Hagen Danner, and won 4-2. So we'll take a break, and then we're going to come back on the other side of the ad, and you will get to hear from Chase Burns, Julian Aguiar, Sal Stewart, and Terry Francona. So here you go.
AJ, you know what I love about HelloFresh? The variety. Every single week, I can choose from over 100 recipes. That's a lot of recipes.
Agreed. You can go and you can narrow it down, Scott, to whatever you want. Family friendly, because I got kids sometimes that need to eat, so you can go family friendly, pescatarian, vegetarian, whatever you want to do. Healthy options, however you want to refine your search on HelloFresh, they will spit out delicious, healthy ingredients that then you get to cook, which I love to cook. I keep saying it. I love to cook. I love to chop up the ingredients and make beautiful dishes.
There's delicious steak and seafood plus 3 times more seafood options at no extra cost. Go to HelloFresh.com/FT10FM to get 10 free meals plus a free Zwilling knife, a $144.99 value on your 3rd box. Offer valid while supplies last. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That's FT10FM.
All right. Welcome back here to Goodyear. You can see the setting sun behind me. So Chase Burns started the game, struck out or walked 3 Guardians. But he got the big thing with Chase Burns is this changeup. Kind of like Hunter Green for a couple of years there early in his career. The question was, what's your third pitch? What's your third pitch? What's your third pitch? And Hunter's kind of gotten the splitter to go with the fastball slider. Chase Burns has the fastball slider, both fantastic pitches, wonderful pitches, and he just needs that third pitch. So that third pitch is he's working on. He's thrown the changeup before. He's kind of like played around with both the changeup and his curveball. He didn't throw any curveballs today, but did throw 4 changeups, which was really good. The first one was to Stephen Kwan, and Guardians leadoff man, all-star, one of the best hitters around, just pure hit. And Kwan got under it and popped it up. He threw 4 total. Of the 3 after the Kwan pop-up, one was a called strike, one was a swinging strike, and one was a ball. So 4 changeups for Chase Burns among his 36 pitches, and 3 of those for strikes. So that's a really good sign. He said he kind of felt really good with that pitch today. And in 36, so 4, that's what, a ninth, so about 10%-ish, 12%. That's all he needs to throw it for. And if he can throw that for that much, and for 75% of the times he throw it for strikes, that's gonna really help more than you'd actually expect, because it is just so important. Because if you can change speeds with that fastball, good luck to hitters. And so that was really good. He also struck out Jose Ramirez, who is, future Hall of Famer. A top 5 hitter in the game, probably. Shohei, Judge, and if you're talking just pure hit, there's not many I would like to take over that guy. So here you can hear from Chase Burns and his outing. Well, how did you feel?
Felt good. Good to get the first one out the way. Was excited, a little nervous, had the jitters, but all in all, I felt good. So.
Is it good to have the jitters?
Yeah, I think so. I think it means you care. But yeah, felt great out there.
On that one strikeout in the dirt, that K2 threw, was that a slider in the dirt or a
Slider.
changeup?
Slider.
Did it feel good to be? Did you use all your pitches and did it feel good to get that one?
I did. Didn't throw a curveball. Changeup was really good, so gives me a lot of confidence that I was kind of pulling the fastball today. Slider was good, just wasn't starting at a good spot, but yeah, changeup was really good today. So.
How much of a confidence builder was it to start against Juan with an out with that changeup?
Good. I mean, he's a great hitter, so to be able to work on that pitch and then get a good hitter like that out I know it's going to be good for me.
And how'd you feel about that K against? How'd you set up that K against Ramirez?
Just trying to get ahead, really, and then felt like the fastball was good when I stayed behind it. So we kind of go at the top of the zone, and then he swung at it. So.
How hard is it, if it's hard at all? Obviously, it's the first start. To combine, you're trying to make a team, but also you have to get your work in and just get stretched out and just kind of do the normal spring training stuff.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you got to go out there and get outs. So, like you said, you're trying to make the team, but at the same time, I wanted to work on some pitches, and I got to do that. So it was a win all around.
Did you make a point to kind of stay and watch Rhett too to support him?
Yeah, I mean, that's my boy. Happy to see him back out there, feeling good and feeling healthy.
What do you think he threw from what you saw?
He's good. He's nasty. His changeup's really good. I throw with him every day, so I got to see, I get to see it in work and what he's been working on. So I'm happy for him.
Thanks. All right, so that was Chase Burns. Rhett Lauder came next. A little technical issue. I'm working on some things, so I don't have that video, but he just said it felt good. He 2 innings, 2 hits, a run, a walk, and 4 strikeouts, including one of Jose Ramirez, just like Rhett Lauder. He also got Stephen Kwan to pop up, just like Rhett Lauder. So that's good. I mean, these 2 guys are probably the favorites for that 5th spot. I don't know if there's one over the other. I'm not a gambling man, and this is not for gambling use, but my money's still on Rhett Lauder just because I think Chase Burns, with that 3rd pitch coming in, maybe could use that time in the minors a little bit more than a guy like Lauder, who is just, he didn't miss a beat. He just pitches so well. He has such good command, just so polished. And I think that's one of the things that you can do. I mean, both these guys are going to pitch for this team in big games this year, if healthy, and and for many years to come. So that is exciting, but it's also like, I don't know, somebody's going to be in Louisville. I don't see either of these guys coming into the bullpen. The bullpen, you need to have the starters out there ready to go. And once you start shortening a guy, his outings, letting him sit around, it's harder to go back to starting. And they will need starters. Like, somebody asked Terry Tito this morning about if they ever had anybody go like 162, just use 5 starters. And he's like, oh yeah, my first year in Boston. I thought this was going to be really easy. And it turned out really well that first year in Boston, with the Red Sox going 5 starters and winning the World Series. So that was good. We also had 2012 here, where 5 guys made 161 starts. There was a doubleheader, and I don't think it was Mike Redmond. I can never remember it, but the difference being in Tito's first year in Boston, those guys stayed healthy through the playoffs. And in 2012, we all remember Johnny Cueto got hurt in the 1st inning, and that kind of set a little chain reaction that ended up killing that Reds team, probably the best Reds team we've seen since like 99, 95, easily the best Reds team of the 21st century, which is kind of crazy to think. And it's also even crazier to think that we have more than a quarter of that done. So Lauder looked good. He's going to look good. Then came Julian Aguiar, and Aguiar is kind of a forgotten guy. He and Brandon Williamson both missed all of last season, coming back from Tommy John. But the real benefit to having that surgery when they did in 24 is they got a full year to rehab and then to rest like normal. And I think that's huge. and will be huge for both Williamson and Aguiar. So like I said, Burns and Louder are probably the front runners for there, but you have three other guys. In Aguiar, Brendan Williamson, the big left-hander, who it's funny because you'll see him and Lodolo, both out of TCU, best of friends. Even at TCU, they're roommates there. Both big, tall, lanky lefties, except Williamson's over the top, and then Lodolo's over here, and that is just so they're really different pitchers, but it's kind of funny because they look the same. And you know, if Sal Stewart didn't win the best shape of his life career or the best shape of his life award, you know, the joke we always make, which he would if he did it, him and Jamie Ramsey, you would also come in with Brendan Williamson. I mean, like, I asked him if he'd kind of gone to the, started hosting a gun show because his arms are, he looks like he's in really good shape. He used his time in rehab well. And, but then Aguiar is another guy who's just, and then did I mention Chase Petty? Chase Petty, who I think could sneak up on some people and be a really good starter. He's still young, and that's important for him to, to kind of think of. And so now here's Aguiar, who was throwing a competitive game for the first time in more than a year. And you could just see how excited he was and how happy he was. And that was really kind of... I think we asked Rhett the same thing. What is it like to get out there after a full year off?
Exactly. It's exciting. Very exciting. To be able to come back, compete in a ball game, and enjoy the game of baseball like we love doing for the rest our whole life, really.
Did you get to use all your pitches and everything you wanted to do, set out to accomplish today?
Yeah. Of course, you got to use all your pitches. You can't be shy to throw any one of your pitches, so you got to use all of them. Most importantly, went out there and attacked the zone, really.
Any jitters?
Absolutely. Yeah. Even now, I'm still shocked, still excited. Just glad that we got through it, and a lot more to come. Yeah.
How hard is it that whole year not doing it and to come out here and actually, it's another step on the way.
Right. It's not hard at all. It's all a mindset. Just tell yourself, of course, you're not going to be out there competing in games, so take advantage of the days in the gym, in the recovery room, and it's all a mindset. Just get after it day to day, and it'll go by quick. It was a whole year, but yeah, it was a quick year, lots of learning.
And nice timing that you got a full off season and everything.
Absolutely, yep.
Just about, you come in and there's a chance to win a spot. What's that like, competing for that?
Right. First and foremost, just getting back onto a mound and feeling like me. And I felt like today I flushed the rehab side of it, flushed the injury side of it. And after today, the next outing is going to be compete for that spot. I got the first outing out of the way, coming back from injury, so we should be ready to go. And, of course, just go out there, control what I can control, throw strikes, and compete for my team.
All right, so yeah, I thought I unmuted and I hadn't. So anyway, what I said, quick thing was Julian Aguiar finished up with an ABS, got the call. It was confirmed, and then Sal Stewart earlier got the call, and yeah, it was, he had it overturned. It was 3-1 pitch. It was called originally a ball or a strike, and then it was outside. So here is Sal. Quick about the challenge. I mean, was that, you had it in the minors, so you're pretty familiar with it.
Yeah, it's just trying it out, you know. Yeah, I'm kind of familiar with it, and they had told us to use it so we can kind of, you know, get comfortable with it. So find a pitch that I can do it on, and yeah, I just did it. Just to try it
3-1
out.
pitch, kind of nice to.
Yeah, I just feel like into an advantage counts, it makes the most sense, you know, keep us in the advantage. But they kind of just give us feel, you know. They know that we know the zone. They give me the freedom to kind of use it. So, yeah, I just felt like I should use it there. It was a good learning experience, and yeah, it was great.
And you got it right.
Yeah.
Most importantly. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hey, look at that. That was Sal Stewart. And now we'll get to Terry Francona after the game. Oops. Wrong one. I think we asked Rhett the same thing. What is it like to get
To see all three of those guys pitch, and what'd you think?
You know what? Pretty good. Let's see here. Let me just look what I got here. I mean, Burns threw 33 total. He pitched around a couple walks, which he wasn't real thrilled about, but the ball came out fine. Threw some good change-ups. Louder threw 24. I thought he was really good, the first inning especially. Aggie, you know, had an 8-pitch inning the first because of the double play on the steal. Then he had a pretty high pitch count in the second, give up back-to-back doubles, but fine. Again, he hadn't pitched in 15 months or something, so that was fun to watch.
Knowing Jose Ramirez, how impressive is it to see two young pitchers beat Jose for a strikeout swing?
Well, Jose's not quite in mid-season form, but we'll take it. I mean, I'm sure they were kind of excited.
How important is it for like both Lauder and Aguiar just to get out there and get this over with?
I get your point. You know, we're talking about guys making clubs and competing and stuff. They haven't pitched competitively in a long time. So, and what'll be even more important is when they have their side day next, and then they answer the bell and they get into a routine. That'll be really important.
Cleveland seemed to piss Will off. He just keeps killing him.
I know. We got to bottle it and figure out for the other teams. That's a good swing.
Seeing Rhett in person for the first time, what kind of stood out the most?
Well, I mean, I've seen him throw multiple sides and stuff. He just very poised. Like I said, he pitched like a veteran, but he's got good stuff. But he locates and got good movement. He's a pitcher. In an era where there's a lot of grip and rip, he's a pitcher.
Sal Stewart tested the ABS first inning.
I thought he was testing it every pitch. Like he kind of goes here, but he was successful. That didn't surprise me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
So yeah, there you go. That was Terry Francona, and this has been Riverfront Territory, part of the Foul Territory Network, from Goodyear, Arizona, where it is now dark because of me. And so yeah, please subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you get your shows, Apple Podcasts, YouTubes, whatever. You know, that would really help us out. Tell your friends as well. That would be cool. Yeah. So if you have questions, comments, concerns, etc., you can email us at riverfrontterritory@gmail.com. We'll be back later this week with Danny Graves, and thank you so much for joining us.